Hello, everyone. Hopefully, you guys are doing wonderfully today. So, I found something pretty neat on this site called earthexplorer.usgs.gov. USGS is the U.S. Geological Survey, and essentially, it's a very handy tool to grab a lot of satellite data. And I've been using this for a while, but I only recently figured this out. And if you're wondering if you've seen my recent planet renders, like how I've been doing that, this has helped me a ton. Um, but I wanted to share a little bit about some interesting little bits of information that I don't think most people are privy to here. Um, so yeah, essentially this is a tool for scrubbing satellite data and downloading them in little tiles that you can then use to like stitch together, or in my case, I use them primarily for VDBs, which, if you're not familiar, are uh, basically volumetric 3D textures. But if you've watched the channel, you probably have some degree of familiarity. So let just really quickly, I wanted to go through how to get all the information that you'd ever need, um, all the satellite data that you'd ever need. So you have to go to so I'm gonna link this in the description. It should, when you load the website, it should uh, put you in the search criteria tab. You just start by going to data sets and then go to Landsat, excuse me, and then Landsat collection 2 level 1. And then you want Landsat 8 or Landsat 8.9. And if we click, oops, all right. This isn't really relevant to us. It's just a notice that this service will be down for about a day in a week or so. Um, but no worries. That's what this is. So if you're not accessing the site between April 8th, 2005, 2005, 2025, and April 10th, 2025, do not worry about it. But essentially, what we have here um, is, hold on one second. I'm going to go to this result options because by default it only shows 10 results per page and it just takes forever to look through them. So I'm going to set that to 250. And then we have to like force it to reload. Oh, okay. I guess we're just gonna have to do it this way. So it's gonna search for it. Um, and you can see how many photos are just available. Literally millions. You can like obviously some of them are like a little bit sketchy. Like we'll see if we can find some um that are just like black or something. Yeah, like this. But like 90% of them totally good and super high res, right? You can just see how many super silly things that you can get. Like for instance, look at these details, bro. Or like look at these clouds. And like this is a low resolution preview, but the highest resolution that you can actually grab from this is like literally 16K per tile. It's super cool. It's all available freely, and like you can see how much diversity of like landscapes and clouds you can grab. But so uh what was I gonna say? Dude, I am losing my marbles today. I'm sorry. It's pretty early. I just woke up. Anyways, so I'm just gonna try and find one that's got like pretty decent cumulus cover. That way I could show you guys sort of what's going on. Here I'm gonna go to the next one. Give it a second. Sorry. Okay, let's see. This one's good because it has a lot of clouds but no land, and the ocean is relatively like monochromatic, so it's easy to work with. So what you need to do is you need to, when you want to download this, I think you need to be logged in, which is pretty simple. It's just logging in and creating an account, which is free. Um, so that will allow you to click on this little icon down here, which allows you to download it. And then you want to go to product options. Importantly, you want to download the product bundle, which will not only download these textures, but will also download the VDB for this tile. And that's why the size is over a gigabyte. Meanwhile, each texture is like not that big. And so I'm going to do that. And then it's going to take a little while. So I'll see you guys on the other side. All right. So this has just finished downloading, and I'm going to extract it. And we see we get a bunch of different files here. These B1 through B9, these are very useful because these are each band, like spectrum of light that is captured on the Landsat cameras. And these are really cool. So like if I open up this one, we should open GIMP. We can see, oops. So we can see it's pretty sweet. And each of these are like slightly different in pretty cool ways. So B8, you'll notice this one's a lot bigger. This is the panchromatic one, and this is double resolution. But essentially, it's kind of, they use all of this to the B1 through B7 and B9. They use all of that to uh, what's the correct word? They use all that to like upres it a little bit, so it creates a little bit, not necessarily creates, but I think it can like resolve a little bit more information. I'm not exactly sure the math behind it, but it is really cool, and you can see kind of the resolution here. So these are big images. But yeah, like all of these have like, so B2 through B4. These are the visible spectrum images, and then B1. I don't know what all of these are, but the point is that they're all slightly different, and you can get different data about them. Oh, I think I need to. Yes, my bad. Right. So like this one will show more of the cumulus clouds below it, and then this top one will, or and then like yeah, these cirrus clouds are mainly they're really the only thing shown in this B9. Yeah, this is all like really helpful if you want to create like cloud maps and such. Um, I guess we could like show a couple more. But yeah, I mean it's just cool stuff. Uh, anyways, uh, I promised VDBs, so let's check out the VDBs that we get from here, or more accurately VDB. So that will be I mean, it's pretty obvious which one it is. It's labeled VDB. So I'm just gonna drag and drop it into Blender. And yo, it's pretty sweet. Um, yeah, okay, it's glitching out because this is huge. So let's scale it down a little bit. Uh, Sweet. And so yeah, let's load in a cloud shader just to see how it looks. So I'm gonna append this from just one of my random projects, which is where is it? Okay. You can look at my channel for a full video on cloud shaders. I don't want this to be super long as a tutorial. But yeah, so I'm gonna go to material. Let's grab the clouds here. Give it a second to load because it's fairly beefy VDB. And I'm gonna load in a HDRI. You don't need to overthink it, just any random one. And that's pretty much it. We just have to change the like volume bounces, and then we're going. And you can see this matches the uh, satellite data pretty closely. I'm not sure if it's exactly one to one because I'm certain there's some sort of computational inaccuracies in the creation of this. Because I'm pretty sure what they do is they take the aforementioned different bands here and then kind of stack them together in different ways. But it's close enough, and like realistically, it's not going to be an issue for CG stuff. Unfortunately, these are pretty small. These clouds, so you can't get up super close. Like you see, I think this is where they're having some issues with the computational inaccuracy or something, because it looks like there's some blocky artifacts um, that are clearly like lower resolution than the actual VDB itself. But all of these can be kind of mitigated in post processing. Um, like you can take it into Houdini and just clean it up a little bit. It takes like maybe 5 minutes. And yeah, hey, super cool that you can just get this, you know? It's certainly going to save me a lot of time because I've been simulating these bad boys nonstop. Anyways, that's all I wanted to share. I hope you guys find this useful. You can join the Discord down below. Uh, I do a lot of cloud research and stuff, and I'm looking for ways that we can maybe make these VDBs a little bit higher res. But I think this is going to be my go-to source for them in the future. It's just so much more efficient than simulating them yourself, and you don't need as beefy of a PC. So yeah, that's it. I'll see you guys later. Bye.